What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this The Walking Dead The World Beyond Episode 7 video. We are in the endgame now with only 3 episodes left after this, and this episode was just superb. It gave us pretty much all the answers we wanted, especially I really enjoyed it as it gave Jadis and Huck a lot of screen time, showing how those two are just great and building on last week. This was a twisty, turnable episode that gave us a lot of answers to the questions that have been brewing since episode 1 and since we first got those experimental post-credit scenes. We open with Lila working on Barca, the former assistant to Elizabeth, who I think was sent to a re-education camp, which is clearly here. The re-education is just dying. The CRM are resolute in making sure everyone is 100% committed to the cause and have no qualms with killing those not on the same thinking path as the rest of the crew, as we saw in this episode. After last week, the vial from the cold storage is missing as Leo works on working out that chlorine gas was used on the population to kill them, which would explain why the guy in episode 1 of season 2 was really messed up. And we would later learn that it has a chemical in it that attempts to delay the turning of the walkers. It was used by the CRM, who are hard to read, even more so now than ever, as they bang on about the sanctity of saving and preserving life, but killed 100,000 people, a rough amount there. However, Leo is under suspicion, as is Lila, and she pleads with him to cover for her as he is arrested, as Silas is also interrogated by Jadis and has a weird obsession with his feet. I thought it was absolutely bizarre that there, but I did like how he mentioned that living in the Cull facility was like living in a scrapyard, to which she said, "What's so wrong about that?" However, he is free to go, but Jadis will now have her eyes on him and seemingly wants to fast track him to be a soldier so long as he doesn't get lost again. The big answers come when Hope and Iris look for Lila after Percy goes for Huck when Leo is taken. They strike a deal, and little do they know that this office is bugged by Jadis. Lila says how the plan is to try and delay reanimating dead people, and most here are freshly bitten, but we know there are a few political prisoners. The CRM want to get data on 10,000 subjects, and, well, Lila actually went along with it begrudgingly, and we finally learn what happened to the other guy in the photo with her and Leo. It was Dr. Abbott. He was turned because he protested the plans for the CRM to go and use this gas on the people in Omaha and Campus Colony, and was then turned into a test subject, just like Barca and later Lila. A and B wasn't mentioned, but I personally think that one might be people who are bitten and one being people who are about to die without a bite, hence, Rick. The Civic Republic have no idea about this, and the CRM operate outside of their walls carte blanche. They do what they want, which is no doubt why they would actually not want civilian insight, because they're doing some really awful things. But the question is, based on the fact that we know Portland is next, are they doing this to kind of find a way to find a cure or at least stop people turning, or are they simply doing this for complete control? While Leo is actually interrogated and Huck is made lead investigator by Jadis, not knowing that, well, Huck was the one who stole the vial with Felix. It is a tense but very well acted scene, and I feel like the quality of this show is getting better each week. I loved how Huck had to go along with the interrogation, and there was that elephant in the room. I have no doubt that Jadis knows of even Huck's involvement, but we get some great scenes showing how Iris and Hope are having to go through the test subject base, but ultimately Lila comes through when she gets the vial, and at first it looks like she is actually just real turning over Leo, and it is some kind of double agent sort of stuff, But, well, she's actually using this opportunity to be open and honest with Leo and explain what Project Votus is, so he is looped in even if she is killed, which, well, you know, she was. She loved him and cared for him, but also had the duty to the CRM, and, well, she did believe in this kind of whole thing right up until the end and thought she could actually manage this whole situation, but it went terribly wrong. She honestly thought she could strong-arm the CRM, as she's led to believe she will be working with Leo, but is later left to die by Barca, the guy she killed earlier, in a savage scene. And Huck, she is one hell of a self-preservation person, as she's promoted fully and going to be fully debriefed, as all of this, well, at least from the end, off and from the investigation, was a test by Jesus to see if Huck is, or at least has the smarts to, you know, be part of this evil Gestapo-style secret police. Now, she does later go on to tell Percy everything as he went to go and kill her, and, well, Portland is next. It is rumoured and thought that Rick is there in Portland, which makes the connection to Rick very, very teased here, and the group will be going to war to destroy the facility and the gas so they cannot commit another genocide as part of Elizabeth's plans. Now, interestingly, Silas also finally learns how Dennis is actually with Huck as well. No doubt he will be furious as he grips his kind of rod thing that yeah, it's a terrible way of talking, but I expect that he will actually be trying to find out what's going on, and it will all finally come out to him. And, well, we also got a major reveal, which I didn't expect, in the form of Mason being the actual son of Major General Beale. R.I.P. the theory that Major General Beale is a name-changed Rick Grimes. Oh well, I did like that theory, but it's going to be an interesting one, and Hope will no doubt use Mason to leverage against Major General Beale. And we've got 3 episodes, and the trailer for next week looks very, very action-packed. So we've got some big stuff coming, and I'm excited to see where this goes. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like down below. Do subscribe with notifications on. I will be bringing out a Doctor Who video later tonight as well. So I'll see you soon, and goodbye.